My name is Richard and what did I do? I did 5 episodes, including the final episode of Voyager, where I played Admiral Owen Paris, which I'm going to be doing in Renegades. Starfleet Commander, just remember that, man.
My goodness, I will definitely mind my P's and Q's.
Sit erect. You've got the right haircut, so
well, thank you, sir.
move on.
Thank you. Very
brush
good.
cut.
I put a little product in it this morning.
I don't want to go there, man. I don't want to know about your personal habits.
I apologize in advance. What can you tell me about what your character will be doing in Star Trek Renegades?
Well, I don't really want to talk about it because what he's doing is one of the underlying themes, and it's a totally unexpected thing that occurs with him in the series. Something that you certainly wouldn't expect from the Admiral.
So a very different Admiral Paris.
Well, it's not different. He's the same, but what happens to him is something that people that know the series Voyager, especially the last 2 seasons, when I did, Robert Duncan McNeil's father brought him back in from space. This would be totally unexpected from the Admiral. So I just don't want to talk about it because I don't want them to cut it.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So,
but there is a story about Admiral Paris, though. It's very strange.
Please, I would love to hear it.
I was called in. I had done Next Generation. I had done a 2-parter where it was originally written that I was going to be Michael Dorn's father, a Klingon. I played a Klingon. And his father actually was in a Rommulan prison camp, and he got over there and so forth and so on. It was very difficult for me because I had to actually learn how to sing in Klingon, which was not easy to do, but I enjoyed it. And they had to change the role to his father's best friend because if indeed it had been his father, then they would have had to take him back on the ship and blah, blah. And they changed that. So then time went by and I got a call to audition for Voyager, which I did. And I went in, I got a call back, and I got the part in Voyager. And then I was invited, what did I do? I did, as I told you, I did 5. I did 4 in the final episode. I was invited to a signing, they have these conventions.
Sure.
And I was sitting there, I think it might have been in Vegas, I'm not sure. And somebody came up to me and they were pleased to meet Admiral Paris, and they gave me a card to sign. You get those show cards?
Sure.
Eventually, it wasn't me, but it was Admiral Paris. It was an actor who had played Admiral Paris several years before in 1 episode. And it was an actor I knew. He was a fine actor, and he caught up with me later, and he said, well, if it weren't you, I'd kind of take a punch at you. And I said, well, what the heck happened? He said, they said I was too old for the part now. So that was just a little story that those are the little ruminations of showbiz, the things.
Sure.
That, like the other evening they had on All the President's Men, they had a special on. And it was a film I wanted to do, but they wouldn't even see me for James McCord. And I was out of town doing something, and at the last minute I got the call to do the part, totally unexpectedly. These are the wonderful things about the business, the unexpectedness of it. Someone Redford had seen me in a play in New York and said, sure, why not? And when I got down to Washington to do the film, we were going, the makeup guy and so forth and so on, we were chatting, and he had a call sheet there. And I looked at it, and I was replacing somebody. And the reason I was replacing them is they had passed away. So these are the things that happen both in life and in showbiz. And I'm just celebrating my 60th year in the Union.
Congratulations.
30 years in New York, and 30 years ago out here.